Hello, I'm Zoid. Welcome to another video. I'm going to have a look at Bbydhyonchord. That's how I think you say it. Bbydhyonchord. Oh yes, someone said by. I tried to look up the word like in a Cornish English translation, but I couldn't find anything. But someone, where was this one? Somebody said it means the BBYDH part means forever. It doesn't come up in the Cornish dictionary for me anyways. So it's a cool word. Bbydhyonchord. Anyways, so this is a track off of Drux. It sounds like this. It's a very simple track, almost like a lush kind of a deep housey kind of steel pots and pans number. Apart from the drums, which sound like they're homemade recorded drums, is my guess. There's two synth parts which I tried to recreate. So this first part here was really hard. It just didn't sound right because it sounds so sparse. But after a good while, I figured out that the reason why it sounds sparse is because, like, for ages I was trying to hear the third note in the chord because I could only hear two. And then eventually I just thought, oh, the other notes are coming from the other synth. So that's why it sounds like a fuller chord. But when you take those notes away, this synth is not on its own in the track. But maybe I'm not like 100% certain, but that first chord has this semitone clash in it, if we look at it, which at first I could only hear these notes, these top and bottom notes, A and F, which I did have to tweak the tuning of it to get it in tune. This is not a concert pitch A, it's like tuned up 80 cents or something. So I think that E is also there. I can hear that clash, but it's very hard to hear, but it does sound right. But it's very quiet in the chord. And then the other chords sound right. So if I play the track again so you can hear, it fades in at the beginning. That held pad. Still think like there may be other notes, I'm just not able to hear them there, but Aphex is really able to do this sometimes where you're just like, it's like an illusion or something. You're like hearing it and you're like, it sounds, I can hear things that aren't there. But if I add in the other part, so it goes, but this is the part that's just fading in at the beginning of the track. So that's how it's like. Maybe with the easier to hear with the metronome. The melody disappears then and comes back in. So that's kind of it. And that goes through the whole track, really. So the rest is just the drums. So what are the chords? The first one is like an A with a perfect fifth and a flat sixth. It's like an Aeolian type of minor chord. And the notes in the melody above that are an F and a D sharp. That makes no sense. How could it be them? And then an A sharp and a C sharp. I wonder if it's like, if it's A and it's sharp A descent, it's pretty much B flat. So is the B flat, is that, it's in the name, the first two letters, a capital B and a lowercase b. I wonder if he meant B flat. But anyways, that's really weird again, that the chord seems to have an E natural in it. But how come that's, I'm really confused now. How come that sounds good? D sharp. Oh, I know why, because I didn't tune the other synth is why. This, I forgot to tune the other synth. So this synth is at 87 on the fine tune, and this synth isn't at 87. So if we put this one to 87, now it'll probably sound a semitone wrong. Yeah. So now, if I make this a semitone, that makes more sense. It's really confused there. All right, so figuring stuff out as we go along. So the notes are E and D over that A chord. All right, so that makes a lot more sense. So there's an F in the chord, but E and D are clearly in the chord too. I mean, not in the chord, but in the scale, the Aeolian scale is a fifth to a fourth. And then higher up, A and the minor third C. Root, minor third, so that's all makes sense. Few. I love when things make sense. And then we have the next two chords, just power chords, but on a synth, so that it don't sound much like power chords. So this is a B natural and an F sharp, perfect fifth. And then a E and a B, E and B natural. So that's a E power chord. All right, and what notes go over those ones? Well, I'll tell you. So E and D again over the B, which is a fourth down to a minor third, which makes sense. And then we have, yes, the E power chord with a minor third. So it's like a minor triad if you add the melody to the chord. And this one, you're getting the perfect fourth, the fourth to the third. So it's all really nice notes. It sounds great, actually. I really like it. Always like this track. So floaty and subtle and nice. And you can hear in the track, you can hear that melody sound changes the filter. It's kind of muted. Next time it comes in, it's brighter. Oh no, not there. There. Just change the tone of it there. Like a filter went up or something, it becomes much brighter there. Okay, that's pretty much it then. There's no other changes. Sound, the timbres change, but it just repeats throughout the track, 2.5 minutes. It's just a simple, lovely track on Drux when there's a lot of other mad stuff happening on some of those tracks, but There you go. So that's the video for today.